Hey kids, it's your favorite tumor aggressive thumb here with another video. Today we'll be discussing a topic that the butt cracks up in YouTube are probably gonna delete my channel for. Black Lives Matter. Now I'm gonna be real brutally honest with all of you here. This entire movement and what they stand for is a complete fucking joke. Everyone protesting what happened to George Floyd is only there because that's what the media is pushing right now. If any one of you in Brittany Brussels actually gave a shit about black people, you wouldn't be out in the streets burning stuff and spreading hate and outrage. The number of black people who get killed by other black people every year far exceeds the number killed by the police force. Now logically, if you're going to protest something, you would try and protest where the biggest issue is, but these people only give a rat's ass if the media tells them they should. Now don't get me wrong here. What happened to George Floyd was wrong. And that cop deserves to get locked up. How come we need to make this a race issue? It shouldn't matter whether Floyd was black, white, Asian or Hispanic. But it only matters to the left if it's a white guy killing a black guy. More white people get killed by police yearly than black people, and yet the news never reports it. The reason why a lot of people on the right have an issue with this movement is not because black lives don't matter, because they do. It's because the left only ever speaks up if it's a black person getting killed, which makes us feel like only black lives matter to them. All lives matter. I don't see George Floyd as a black man. I see him as a man. A man who was wrongfully murdered by a cop who was an idiot. Trying to label George Floyd as another black guy killed by cops is what's actually causing all this divide and racism. Democrats don't give a rat's ass about black people, and ever since that political party was founded they tried to keep slavery, and it was the Republicans who got slavery banned. I know what you're gonna say. The party switched around. No, they didn't. The Democrats just got a lot smarter about it. Instead of straight up coming after black people, they tell them how bad that they have it here and that they are oppressed and that they should feel like a victim. Because if these black people think they can't make anything of themselves, they will stay poor, angry, and controlled by the Democrats, so the Democrats can continue to stay above them. In this country, the only thing that limits you from success is yourself. If you have a goal and you do everything necessary to get there and bust your ass, you'll get there no matter who you are. If America was such an awful race discriminating country, I don't think we would have an illegal immigrant problem. Lastly, I would like to address the violence and looting that has taken place. Shame on all of you. Especially all the black people who were recorded looting up stores. Shame on you. The whole reason some people are racist is because they think black people are a bunch of violent thug thieves. So when you go out and do exactly what they expect you to do, you're not doing your race any favors. You're just making those people even more racist, so congratulations. The Black Lives Matter movement is a noble cause, but one we don't want to hear about because it's so blatantly obvious to all of us that Black Lives Matter. To try and suggest that nobody in America thought that Black Lives mattered before this is kinda insulting to us actually. If this country really was racist when this story was reported, people would have turned their heads in the other direction. Nobody would have cared. The amount of outrage displayed by people on both sides shows how not racist we are as a country. All the protesters are doing is spreading hate at the police, even though most of them have never done anything wrong. And I bet Martin Luther King Jr. is turning in his grave right now after hearing about you guys going against everything he stood for. You all mean well, but the way you guys went about this was wrong. Martin Luther King once said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate. Only love can do that." It really is sad to see the Black Lives Matter movement stray so far from what the greatest advocate for black lives stood for, and all of you need to ask yourself what you really stand for. Do you want there to be peace among races? Or do you want to make it worse by spreading violence and or hatred? Well, anyways, thanks for watching, and I hope you all learned something today. If you watch my videos and don't subscribe, I'm gonna find you in your sleep and shove tapeworms up your ass.